Thank you so much for being here. Everybody, this is
Thank you
Lolo.
for having me.
Lolo, this is everybody. This is our IMP Discord. You're playing with us upcoming, and we're very excited to have you. I believe it's October 22nd you're with us at the club.
I
Off the
trust
top of
you.
my
I was
head,
like, I'm gonna look at
I'm like, I should look it up and remember it as well, but I'm thinking because I remember
October 22nd. That's
yes.
right.
Okay. I didn't even look. I knew that off the top of my head because I was so excited about it.
I'm impressed.
Thank you. It's quite literally my job to know these things. But yeah, it's very exciting. I also remember that because our last guest that we had on the show, MA, also has a show on October 22nd. So I hope we're not tearing
Love
fans
that.
away from each other.
Oh
But
no,
but very exciting nonetheless.
very exciting.
Thank you so much for being here. How are
Oh my
you?
God, thank you for having me. I'm good. I'm just hanging out there. It's very yellow outside because there's like wildfires,
Yeah,
sadly, so that's not good.
you're in Toronto
But
right now. You told me.
I'm in Toronto. Yeah, I'm in Toronto on Eastern time. Thank God, because this would be very early for me in
Yeah,
LA.
I know. If it was 11:30 in LA, even I probably wouldn't be waking up for this. We would push it. We
Yeah,
would push it back. Are
thank
you
you.
are
I
you a morning
appreciate that.
person?
Actually, when I'm in LA, I am a morning person because I try to just like stay on East Coast time and then I
Mm.
like feel really good about myself that I woke up and went to the gym already. When really it's like I'm just on East Coast time. But
Yeah,
then when I have to go out and socialize, I'm a monster. I just not a monster, I'm a like a zombie. I
yeah.
just am so tired.
It definitely feels like a cheat code to go to the West Coast, but then you come to the East Coast and you're waking up at noon and you're like, oh, maybe it wasn't
But
actually
yeah.
nice at all, and I was just
Yeah.
cheating. Well, how's your time in
Exactly.
Toronto? You're from Canada originally. Is it
Yeah,
nice?
I'm
Is it
from
nice to be
Toronto
back?
originally. It's so nice. Honestly, Toronto is so great in the summer. Um, it's been really hot, but I feel like we're having like a heat. We're having the biggest heat wave ever.
Well,
So
and it's on fire.
I
You
don't know,
can't
but
really fault it for
and
that.
and it's on fire, which is terrible. So we can't fault that. No, but it's nice. Like I'm on tour so often that I don't always get to see my family and friends from back home. So it's
Yeah.
been nice to like be here. Yeah.
Are there any go-to spots that you're like, all right, I'm back in Toronto. I need to stop here and go here?
Well, I mean, we have so much great food here because Toronto's so multicultural. So, like, they call it like the melting pot of Canada
Yeah.
or of North America. I don't know. I didn't pay attention at
I
school,
think melting pot of North
but
America, New York would be a little offended, I think, if they heard that.
okay, of Canada, of Canada.
Yeah.
But honestly, we're similar to New York. Like, we have just have so many. We have like the best Thai place, the
Yeah.
best sushi place. Like we have so much good food. So there's a lot of places that I stop. But specifically, like I love the cream cheese from Canada. It tastes different than in the States. I don't love it in the States.
What's
So
different about it?
I'm always like, the States is like that Philadelphia kind of cream cheese.
Hmm.
And in Canada, it's more like the whipped kind.
Yeah.
It has, it's less like processed. I don't know. So my first thing whenever I get home to Canada is like, I like having a bagel with cream cheese.
Yeah. I love a good bagel. I feel like cream cheese here does freak me out a little bit. It feels like I shouldn't be eating
Mm.
it.
Yeah, I feel that. Honestly, I feel that for you.
Well, enough about cream cheese. You just released a new album in April.
Yes.
How does
God
that
forbid
feel?
girl spits out her feelings. It feels really crazy because I feel like I just released like my debut album and now I'm talking about my new album, which like I guess in retrospect it was like a year and a half, 2 years after, but
Hmm.
time just is traveling so fast these days.
Yeah.
It's insane. But yeah, I feel really good about it. I love the album and I'm super proud of it. I was really nervous making it because I was like, how am I going to top my first album? But I think I like it even better than the first album, but it's hard to say.
What do you think you like more about it?
I think I like that it's a little bit more like kind of dive deeper into extremely niche topics, but
Hmm.
like like I feel like in the first album I was kind of talking about like overarching topics and then in this album I get really specific. Like there's a lot of songs about very specific moments. Like
Hmm.
the song "Me with No Shirt On" is literally that whole song is like a 5 minute exchange, and
Yeah.
same with like "Hung Up on You." It's like it just happened. I think it's really cool to write a song about like one specific moment rather than like this big event. You did this. It's like I texted you at this time and
Yeah.
you didn't answer, and here's a whole song about it. I think that's really cool.
When you have such a specific moment like that you're writing about, or there's like a specific person and they could tell that it's about them, have you ever been like accosted by those people, or they've been like, what the heck? Or
Yes.
yeah, what
I've been
happened?
I've been accosted by people. I've also been accosted by people that it's not about,
Oh, and they think it's
which is
about
really
them.
yeah, which is interesting.
That's
Or
almost
I've
worse
been
because it's like, nah, man, you're not that important to me.
it's
Like,
like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
that's so
Literally
embarrassing for you.
someone's yeah, so my first boyfriend ever, who I didn't write any songs about him, not for any particular reason, but he just didn't inspire me in any way,
Yeah.
which is almost more offensive, I
No,
think.
literally, it's like that is the more
But I'm
embarrassing
not
point.
mean, but I'm not meaning it in that way. But I remember his sister messaged me being like, "Oh, I heard the song about my brother," and I'm like, "Oh, it's not about." I didn't burst her bubble. I was
Oh,
just
you
like,
didn't
"Ha
tell
ha
her?
ha." I didn't tell her. Um, but yeah, most recently I have a song actually on the radio in Canada now, and it's about like me stalking my ex-boyfriend, online and in real life. And let's just say I got blocked real
Yeah.
quick.
After the
No
song came out?
message. Yeah, yeah. No message from him, but just him and his whole family just like removed me as
Oh
followers,
no.
like you know what I mean? Like I can't see any of their shit anymore or just unfollowed me, and I was like, okay, that's fair. Not like the song doesn't say anything bad about him.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
just talks about driving by their house and stuff, but I mean, what's wrong with that?
You're just sightseeing. I don't see the problem with that.
I'm just
Can
sightseeing. Oh my
everybody
God,
just chill
thank you.
out?
You get me.
Yeah.
I know. Can
It's like
everyone
memory
just
lane. You're
relax?
taking a walk down.
Yeah, but I mean, jokes on them because now the songs just got added like to every radio station in the city, and I don't know if they can escape me if they drive and listen to the radio.
I feel
So
like the only
we're gonna
sequel you
have
could
to
make.
USB.
Yeah. Well, the next song is like the address I'm talking about is 822 this lane, and then they
No,
won't have the
yeah,
opportunity to do anything about it.
yeah. I feel bad.
The
They're so
obvious next
nice,
step.
honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to write them a letter and be like, my bad. You got to do the jukebox outside of
No,
the window.
I
Like, I'm very sorry about this, guys. And it's your song
literally, and they're
playing.
like, please just leave us alone, please.
I want to talk to you a little about your process of making this album because it's very different from your first one. Your first one is like literally about sort of shutting down and being in LA and people not being emotionally available. And this one is literally about like wanting to spit out your feelings. What was the jump? Was there a catalyst for you wanting to sort of break away from that emotional unavailability? Was there something that happened in your life? Was there?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really hard in LA. First of all, I just want to mention too, like it is very much like that now. Like people don't want to share their feelings with you, and I get wanting to shut down, but I like that this album is very much like I'm sick of that. What caused that for you?
Honestly, it was when I toured my first album. So, like, my first headline tour I ever did was the Falling for Robots You Tore Me On tour. And when I toured that and I was singing about all these songs about like wanting to be a robot and blah, 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 I would end my tour every night. I would end my show every night by saying, like, I would sing one of my songs, Boo Hoo, and I would just talk about how, like, you know what? I realized that looking out into the crowd and seeing everyone feeling these things together and crying and laughing and screaming, that like how beautiful is it to be human at the same time as everybody else, and like how fucking awesome and lucky are we that we get to feel these things and that we're not a robot. So it's actually like I realized that while I was on tour playing the songs and seeing like everyone in the audience's reactions to it and like meeting people before or after and then being like, you wrote this song about me, or like song changed my life and all that stuff. And I was like, wait, like it's so beautiful to have emotions. Like
Oh,
I'm gonna just
right.
fucking I'm gonna double down on this for the next album. So that's it. It was actually like my fans that helped me realize that I don't want to be a robot. So
That's very
I
sweet.
thank them very much for that. Yeah, it's true.
Do you still struggle with that in LA at all, meeting people and having them be sort of emotionally unavailable? Have you found a circle that is less that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's so hard in the music industry in particular. Like everyone's just trying to get to the next notch up, and in terms of like fame and notoriety and all that kind of stuff. But I have like my roommate that I live with is like who's also an artist in the music
Hmm.
industry, is like my best fucking friend. I have a couple like really close friends there. Like when I say a couple, I literally mean like two.
Yeah.
And I kind of just stick with them. And I think as long as you accept to take things at face value, like not everyone's gonna be my best friend, but that's okay. Like
Yeah.
everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. I'm doing my own thing. And I know when I come back to Toronto, I have like my friends that I grew up with and my family. But not to say that everyone's like a fucking monster in
No,
LA. I
not at
hope it's
all.
not coming off as that. But yeah, it was just it did feel like a little empty, especially like I'm Canadian and everyone's like walk down the street and you see each other and you're like, hey, how
Yeah.
are you? And it's
Yeah.
like we're a very friendly culture here. So it was definitely like a little bit of like, whoa, where am I? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? Or like you meet someone at a party and they're like looking behind you just to see like who else cooler they could talk to.
Did that
And
that
that's
happen to
like,
you? Do you remember that happening?
that's happened
Oh, I think we lost you for a
to
second.
me with a friend of mine, like literally like me and a friend, like a close friend that I was at a Grammy party with. And we were having a conversation, but she wasn't looking at me. She was just looking behind me to be like, oh, who's there? Who else is here that's better than you that I could talk to?
Do you call that out when you see it? Or are you
So
like, dude, what are you doing? Or
that was a few years ago. No, I didn't call it out. I was just like, listen, if Joe Jonas was in the room, I probably would be looking behind you too. So I get it.
are you a confrontational person being from Canada, being in LA? Do you catch people off guard at all with that?
Uh, I definitely am probably more confrontational than most people. I feel like I don't have a filter sometimes, and like I'm not, I'm not good at being fake. I can't just be
Mm,
like I would be polite and not tell that girl like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? But I think if I'm feeling something and it's bothering me, I have to say something. I'm like
yeah.
not good at holding things in. I'm so used to like word vomiting it and
Yeah.
writing a song or something. So I've definitely been like said some, I don't even know what the situation would be, but yeah, I think I am confrontational when it's warranted, of course.
Yeah. I don't think you're a jerk for doing that.
No, oh my God. Yeah. No, I just, I think it's better to like be like, hey, like you did this and it hurt my feelings rather than keeping it in and stewing and
No,
just like
absolutely.
starting to have resentment for that person or
Absolutely.
something.
I think the worst case scenario in any situation is somebody's holding on to something and then you're the last person to find out. And then it's like, oh, well,
Yeah,
I
no,
guess
that's
you
not
hate me
good.
now. So I very much
Yeah.
respect that. We need more of that in LA, I think. So thank you for holding down the
Yeah,
fort. Do you
of
feel more
course.
at home in LA or Toronto? Is there one that feels more like home to you at this point?
I definitely feel more at home in Toronto just because I grew up here. Like I grew up in the city, not like I've been in the same place my whole life kind of
Yeah.
thing. But I would say that like I do feel at home in LA as well. And I would definitely say like LA is, I don't know, it has its great things and its bad things. But like when I wake up in LA and the sun is shining and
Yeah.
the birds are chirping and there's palm trees and the sky is beautiful, like that's like you're so
It
happy.
is the
Whereas in
best.
Toronto, Toronto summer is amazing, but in the winter or anytime really from October to May, like
Yeah.
the beginning of May, dark, it's dreary, it's
It's brutal.
cloudy, it's
Yeah.
rainy. It's like it's seasonal depression is real. Yeah, but then when I'm in LA, I'm like, good morning. Like me and my
Yeah.
roommate are like walking to go get smoothies, like everything, every store, like there's healthy food. Like it's just great.
Do you have one of those sad lamps when you're in Toronto?
No, what is that?
It's like a little lamp. I went to school in Seattle for a year and a half, and I was like, I need to get one of these.
Oh,
And it's like
okay.
it's a little lamp that literally gives you like vitamin D. You just like turn it on in the corner of your room and just like sit in your room and
I need to
get
get
it.
that. That
Yeah,
sounds
I
amazing.
never used it because I was too depressed too, but it's very helpful if you want to use
You're
it.
like, you couldn't even
No,
click
I'm
it
like,
on.
oh, what's the point?
I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you. Speaking of Toronto, you got your start doing open mics. Do you have any memorable moments from doing that? Was it like torturous while you were doing it? Like what
It
was
was
that
torture.
like?
It was a lot of playing guitar. It was so funny. I have this memory of like being at this restaurant, like open mic thing, and I was like playing guitar, and there was literally like two people in the restaurant, and I was so fucking nervous. I was shaking, so I was like fucking up the guitar. which is so funny in hindsight because like, why was I nervous? There was two people there. Now I perform in front of a lot more than two people, but I'm glad that I got the nerves out and stuff in front of that. But it's, yeah, like I also remember thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this open mic and like I'm gonna be Taylor Swift. Like it's gonna happen real quick. So I was definitely delusional, but I think the Delulu has helped me through my career for sure
I
because
think
it just like makes me be like, I'm not giving up. I'm doing this.
Yeah, I think that's something that I see consistently with artists is like you have to be the most delusional person about yourself in order to succeed because if you aren't, then nobody else will get on board.
For sure.
Like it has to feel like the thing you have to do or like you'll die. Like I can't do anything else.
Yeah.
Do you feel
No,
that way about
100%.
being an artist?
I do, even though I also like love being a songwriter. Like I songwrite for other artists too when I'm not doing my LØLØ thing. And I really love doing that as well. Actually, like during COVID, when there was no tours
Hmm.
and like the beginning part when we were so locked down, I that's when I first started like really doing songwriting for other artists. And I remember thinking, oh, maybe I'll just like be a songwriter. I'm kind of getting I'm getting really good sessions and I'm meeting a lot of people. Like maybe I'll just be a songwriter. Maybe I won't be an artist. But then I got the opportunity to go on my first tour ever, which was with Newfound Glory, Less Than Jake, and Hot Mulligan.
Hmm.
And it was like a 2 month tour, which was so long for your first tour. Like now
Yeah.
when I go on a month tour, I'm like, this is so long. I can't believe I did a 2 month tour for my first one. But I remember I went on that tour and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I even thought about not being an artist and being a songwriter. Like I need to be on stage. So I love both a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
But I don't know what else I would do at this point besides being an artist or a songwriter. Like, I don't have any aspirations of like being a doctor at this
Yeah.
point.
That would be a pretty crazy switch up, I think, if you're like, yeah, I think dentist school might be in the books for me.
Oh my God, could you imagine I'm your dental hygienist? And I'm like, hey.
There's like plaques on the wall with records in them, and you're like, yeah, man,
Yeah.
that was my last gig.
Yeah, that was
Um,
my last gig with the drill.
if you weren't doing music, what would you want to be doing?
Honestly, when I was younger, well, I loved Grey's Anatomy, so I wanted to be a doctor, but like just the word blood makes me want to faint,
Oh
so that
yeah,
could never happen. But I was always like also really into like, and I don't think I would actually like this in theory, but I always was like, I could be a really sick lawyer because I'm really good at arguing a point. And I used to love Law and Order SUV. I wanted to be a criminal lawyer at one point when I was younger. But yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of school and tests, so
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not great at that, but
No, and the tests are like incredibly scary. They're like
yeah,
so
it's
intense.
so intense. But like in another life, if I wasn't like musically talented at all, maybe I would do that.
What is
Seems interesting.
what makes you feel like a good arguer? Do you have any like bomb drop, like mic drop moments that you like think about? I have a couple in my life where I've been like, oh my God, that was insane that I got that like freestyled,
Oh my God,
like left an argument.
I don't know, but I don't know. I feel like I'm good at thinking on my feet, so I
Mm,
can like think of different points.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm good at I'm good at convincing, I think. Like no matter what, I always go to the restaurant that I suggest with my band. I'm always like, no, we have to go to this restaurant because it has this, this, and this on the menu. And everyone's like, you're right.
all right. Well, that
All
makes
right.
sense.
I mean, maybe it's because I pay all of them to be
Yeah,
my friends. So they
yeah.
have to agree with me. No,
I didn't want to bring it up. Maybe there's a power
it's
dynamic there we're not talking about.
it's so funny. We were all like out for dinner at I forget where we were. Oh yeah, in Vancouver because we did like a FIFA Fan Fest
Oh,
show.
sweet.
And we were all like having a really fun dinner or whatever. And we were like, oh, okay, I like love hanging out with my friends. And I was like, wait, I just realized I'm paying all of you right now for this day off.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, so you guys aren't my real friends? But we always joke about that.
But I mean, it's best case scenario because it's like you do want people that are capable to do the job. However, having people that are really fun to be around and that you enjoy being
For
with
sure.
is almost more important.
Yeah, 100%.
How did you go about
100%.
finding your current band and team? Was that a natural sort of finding, or were you guys placed together in
Yeah.
sort of bond?
So my one of my first producers, his name's Ben Nuds. He He was my original MD, like my musical director as well, and he put together my band, which had Ben Healy, who's still my guitar player to this day. I've never had another guitar player besides like I think he subbed out 2 gigs in this whole since 2018. And then Kyle, my bass player, who I've also again never had another bass player. So because they were just great and amazing personalities. I've had 9 different drummers actually,
Wow.
but I feel like that's such like a thing like that you can never hold on to a drummer. But yeah, and then I've had the same like front of house like mixing guys, tour manager for my very first tour. I think I've just like I got really lucky, I guess, or I also just have a thing where I get really comfortable with someone and I don't
Mm,
want anyone else, you know?
yeah.
So I've had the same crew like pretty much forever, and I don't plan on not having them. Like I'm like they're so good at their job.
Yeah.
There's no reason to have anyone else.
And they go to the restaurants that you want to go to.
And they go to exactly.
You were recently in DC for Warped Tour. How was that?
Yes. That was amazing once I was there, but getting there was a whole other story. I had like 3 canceled
Oh
flights.
my
I
God.
ended up in Nashville. I lost my bags. I had to wear my band's clothing. I had like such a cute out like my band. This is the first time we ever did like outfits.
Yeah.
Normally I'm just like wear whatever you want, but I was like, oh, it'd be so cute if we were like little like School of Rock, kind of like,
Yeah.
school girl, school
Checkered
guy.
ties and all that.
Yeah, and like, kind of like the Billy Joe, like, yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, that would be so cute if we did that. And so they all wore what I ended up wearing, but I had like the really cute crop top version of it
Yeah.
with like a little skirt, which I will debut on Long Beach Warped Tour, but I didn't get to wear it. It was sad. I ended up wearing one of my guitar tech's outfit. So yeah, but the actual show was so great.
Yeah.
Warped Tour is always so much fun. I wish that I was supposed to get there the night before, so I was going to be there all day. I was going to be walking around. Like I loved last year in Long Beach. I like got to. I mean, I still was able to do a meet and greet for an hour, but like last year, I was really walking around and doing the activities. And I was also supposed to do an acoustic set, which I missed because of my flight, so that sucked. I
Yeah.
had like a really nice acoustic set planned of like some B sides that it wasn't going to be in my set, so that was disappointing, but hopefully I'll get to do that again.
There'll be another chance. I mean, you're coming
Yeah.
October 22nd, you're coming to DC again. You played at the Atlantis last time, which is our smaller venue now at 930 Club. You're upgrading a little bit. How was your last time with us? Were there any memorable moments in DC?
Yeah, so the DC show last year, I think was like the my favorite. The DC show and the Toronto show, I feel like were the two best nights.
Awesome.
Which is funny because the DC show, I lost my voice, but then once I hit the stage, the adrenaline kind of like it came, and so it kind of
Yeah.
got my voice back. Thank fucking God.
Yeah.
But I was the most nervous for that show. It was also the biggest one, and it was last time, and it was sold out. And I remember the guy that worked there was like, "Next time you come, you got to do 930 Club," and I was like, "Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, that's huge."
Look at you
But
now.
now I'm doing it, so I'm like,
Here we are.
yeah. But I remember when he said that, I was like, "Yeah, totally." But it's like crazy that I am doing that venue now. So it sold out last time. Gotta get it to sell out this time. That'd be iconic.
Grab your tickets.
Yeah, everybody grab your tickets. Bring your mom, bring your friends, bring your grandma.
Um,
Don't discriminate.
was there anything in DC that you were surprised about?
Um, I didn't really do anything because I lost my voice and I was
Mm,
on vocal rest. I was kind of just like in the green room chugging honey.
yeah,
Um, but I remember the time before that when I was there, I was surprised at how fucking hot it was.
it's brutal.
I
Yeah,
didn't realize that it got that hot. I was like, oh my Lord.
I
I
think
actually played the 930 Club opening for Jaden, like JXDN.
yeah,
And I remember we walked to get like a smoothie and I was like,
it's
this is
brutal.
crazy.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
bring like a fan or something, or like it's like you have to do the same thing you do at Coachella, where you're just like finding any way to cool off somewhere.
Yeah.
It can be really brutal. I think it was like 94 yesterday, so just warning you. I think October you'll be all right, but
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, thank God it's coming in October, end of
yeah,
October.
yeah.
So,
If you're ever
yeah,
booking a tour again, just be like, all right, DC winter, and then you'll be all right. Um,
yeah.
Speaking of losing your voice, you recently got over a vocal injury. What were you doing during that? Are you feeling good to go now?
Yeah, I'm feeling so much better now. I'm like all healed up and stuff, but there's just certain things like I have to, for instance, I have to like vocalize every day. So I have to go like woo, woo, and I have to do like all these weird
You
fucking
sound like a
noises. So
crazy
sorry to my
person.
family.
Yeah.
I sound like a crazy person. And I'm also like I walk down the street and I'm like and I'm like, oh my God, people probably think that I like have Tourette's or something. Like they probably think I like can't help myself. But really I'm just like, well, I have to do the vocal warm up and I'm going for a walk.
Yeah.
So better do it now.
It's a good way to
Um,
get people to leave you alone, though, if you're worried about people like
yeah,
being
for sure. They
creepy to you on
probably
the
think and
street.
they're like, oh my God, I'm scared of that girl. But no, I didn't do much when I had it. I was pretty much just like depressed. I was in Toronto at the time because I couldn't really I was in Toronto for the most of like my complete vocal rest
Mm,
because I was like, if I go to LA, I'm just gonna be pressured to talk when I'm not allowed to talk.
yeah.
So it was cold, it was dark, it was dreary, I couldn't talk. I was like I had to cancel a tour in November, which was really depressing. I've never had to cancel a tour before, and I was just really sad. And I just felt like I was letting down so many people, along with letting down my band and my crew, because they were like, expecting to work at that
Hmm.
time. And it was just a really hard time. So I'm really happy that I'm back. And like this past tour that I did in Europe, my headline just felt like even more fun. And even because
Yeah.
I'm like really just like so thankful for every word, for every note. I'm just like, this is a gift that I'm able to talk, that I'm able to sing.
Yeah.
And
When it's really
yeah,
scary
so it's
too.
been,
Like, the fact that that can even happen is terrifying.
oh my God, I know. Now I'm just like, what if I have this like vocal anxiety now sometimes that I'm like, is it happening again? Like if
Oh,
I like
it's the
miss a
worst.
note or which is so normal for singers to like
Yeah.
crack or like something, if you're not doing something properly, but I'm like, did I get it again? And so,
It's the
for
worst.
someone that already had anxiety in the first place, I'm
Not
like,
very
fuck,
helpful. This
this
is
isn't
what you need the
helpful,
sad
but
lamp for those moments.
I need to get this out. Like, I'm gonna look it up after this.
You can have mine. I don't use it anymore.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, that is really really scary, and I'm sorry that happened. But we're very happy you're back and able to tour again and
Thank
all
you.
of
I'm
that.
happy too.
I want to get to some audience questions, but we have 4 questions that we ask every show to every artist. And
Oh,
this is, I want to give you the opportunity. I've been very bad about letting people know ahead of time that we would want somebody to do like show and tell if they have it. But one of the questions is what you need to have with you on every tour. And if you have something you want to show us, I'll give you a second to go and grab it. However, if you don't want to go do that, that's completely fine.
I just don't know if I have it here. Let me check. One sec.
All right.
Uh,
Great.
okay, let's see what I have.
Sorry to put you on the spot. I should have
I
brought this up
do.
ahead of time.
I do. Okay, this is what I need on every tour. Okay, so this is a vocal vape. Okay, it looks like this.
Oh my, you got the
I don't know if
doohickey.
anyone's ever seen it. This is actually my old one that I don't have anymore, but don't use it anymore. But I have a newer one at other place. But basically, you put. Oh, I don't even have the other piece, but you like. Oh, I can't turn. I could turn it on, but there's no stuff in here. But basically, you put baby saline in here. Don't even ask me what the hell that
How do
is
they
or
make
why.
saline a baby?
Maybe it's just like safe for babies. I don't know. Uh, but it's basically just like it's just like a steamer. So you like go and you like it steams you. Now on my new one, I have this piece where I just like put
Oh
on and
yeah,
I kind of look like I'm like a hospital patient or
yeah,
something.
Darth Vader.
But so that's just to like make your voice all like silky smooth and
Nice.
not lose it. And yeah, and that would be the main thing that I don't tour
A
without.
little more futuristic than the
But
like towel over your head with like a steaming bowl of water.
exactly, yeah, exactly. So it's I'm trying to think what else I don't tour without, but I don't know. I don't think it's anything like physical. It's more
No, that's
just
a good
like
one.
my band and my crew. I don't like touring
Well, yeah,
without
you would need
like my
that.
people. Yeah, but like my specific people, I get really, as I said, I get comfortable with people.
Yeah,
So when I don't have my specific people, like there's times that my crew has to like sub out or, that kind of stuff. And I don't like
no.
it.
Are you? Do you hate change?
I hate change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
me
could you
too. I get
tell?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other question. We have 3 more. Is what have you been listening to recently?
Ooh, what have I been listening to recently? Whenever someone asks me this, I need to like go on
I know
Spotify.
I'm so bad about knowing what I'm listening to.
What have I been listening to? Hmm. I'm so bad because I just listen to old music. I'm like, so I'm boring.
Totally fine.
Um, like literally, I'm just like on a Boy Genius kick, which is kind of like what I'm always on. My roommate actually, his name's Gus. He just released an EP, which I'm fucking obsessed with. It's called First Times. I've been listening to that a
Sweet.
lot because I'm a very supportive roommate, but
Very
also I just
nice.
love it. Yeah.
Speaking of Boy Genius, you have a story about a song you wrote after seeing them at Coachella, and you said that
Mm.
it made you think about writing differently. Was there a specific Boy Genius lyric that made you think about lyrics differently? Like, what stuck out to you in that moment that was like, oh my God, how are they
Well,
doing this?
it was okay. So I knew about them, but I didn't listen to them for some reason, and then I just got to see the whole like album pretty
Yeah.
much front to back at Coachella when the sun was setting. It was like, and I might have been on a little bit of mushrooms, but we won't include that part.
Yeah.
So it was just really, it was really powerful. And no, it was just like the way that they say things. Like when you fell down the stairs, it looked like it hurt, and I wasn't sorry. Like things like that. Like I'm like, oh, that's so specific and fucking
Mm,
random, but for some reason it makes me like feel the song more.
yeah.
Um, and I just the way that their lyrics were so conversational, like I don't know, it was really all of the songs, but yeah, just I love how they said those that random like so
Yeah.
specific. Like once I took your medication just to see like how you like it's just it's so crazy.
Yeah. I feel like,
You know?
especially, I mean, they're all extremely good at that, but I always think about like Phoebe Bridgers of Kyoto. Like, called you from a payphone, talking about going to 7-Eleven, and it's such specific moments that people can gravitate towards and connect with that are just like
Yeah. Oh my God, me and
universal.
Phoebe, yeah, she is just such a good writer. I remember I was listening to Scott Street and I was like in her lyrics, she was also I think she was dating her drummer and
Hmm.
then and who was also a lot older than her and they broke up. And so and I'm dating my drummer, but we were kind of like on and off at the time. So we were broken up. I remember listening to that and she's listening singing about dating her older drummer and I was like, am I her?
You're like,
Like
damn,
and what she said like I was
she's done
like
it again.
every line was hitting so fucking hard. I was like, holy shit, this is crazy.
Yeah, they're fantastic. All right, two
Yeah.
more and then audience questions. What is some concert
Cool.
etiquette you wish more people followed?
Concert etiquette more people followed. Well, do you know something that I don't know necessarily if this is concert etiquette, but
It
I
could be
feel
something that
like
bothers you at
somewhere
concerts.
okay, well, okay, this kind of works. Somewhere along the lines, there's been this like discourse about it's not cool to wear merch of the artist to the artist show. Where the fuck did that come
Yeah,
from?
that's
Is what
stupid.
I'm wondering
Yeah.
because I love looking out and seeing people in LØLØ clothes. Yesterday, I went to see All American Rejects in Toronto, and so many people were wearing like a Blink 182 shirt or I don't know, like different merch, and I'm like where's the All American
Yeah.
Rejects merch? Like that is what I want to see when I'm at a concert. I feel like it used to be so cool, like
You'd
but
wear the shirt you
somewhere
got at the
along the line,
show.
yeah. And I
Yeah.
remember like even today, people comment like, "Oh, like don't worry, like I won't wear a LØLØ shirt." Why? Like I want you to wear a
Yeah.
LØLØ shirt, like that. Yeah, like oh, I'm gonna wear a LØLØ shirt even though it's not cool. Why is it not cool? I think it is so cool.
Yeah. There's a nonchalant epidemic, I think, happening, and they want to be like,
Yeah, but I don't know when this happened because like I feel like I've just been seeing more and more comments about it, and I think it's cool.
yeah,
So
I agree. I
I always
totally
wear the
agree.
artist merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it shows that you care. Like, I think people do the like Blink 182 shirt at an adjacent show because they want to be like, yeah, I'm not a poser. I listen to these guys and these guys or something like that.
No,
Like,
listen, if you don't have a shirt from the band, 100% wear a different shirt, you know? But I don't like that people think that it's not
I
cool to
agree.
wear one from like wear whatever you want,
Yeah.
obviously. And like yeah, if I was going to like a show of that genre and that's all I had, that is what I would wear,
Yeah.
100%. But I think that I don't like the thing that's like I'm not going to wear the artist because it's not cool. I don't get that.
Totally agree. And then lastly, what's bringing you joy lately?
Honestly, being outside, going on walks. I feel like I'm so often inside a venue or like inside a studio with no windows, and you don't know what time it is or what day it is, and like I like being outside. I love the summertime. And yeah, just like swimming in a pool. The other day, me and my band, we filmed a music video for a new song, and there was a pool, and we all like jumped in the pool after, and it was
Nice.
just such a lovely day. Yeah.
Can you share anything about the music video or the song that it's for?
Okay, so basically, because of my vocal issue, I couldn't include a bunch of songs that I like either had written or had ideas for that I wanted to include on my album. So I'm making a deluxe album.
Very nice.
And the first release but it's actually so dumb because I again like couldn't get the songs in time for like my deluxe to be announced, so it's not going to be announced for a little bit,
Mm,
but I'm going to start putting out singles for it that are
sweet.
just going to be single. I don't know, I find it so dumb, so I'll tell everyone in this discourse it's part of a deluxe, but pretend you don't know.
Okay.
But I mean, I've been talking about my deluxe forever, and yeah, but I'm putting out a single from it, which I can't say. I don't know if this is being recorded. I don't know if I could say the single name or when, but just know that it's happening this summer. It's happening
Sweet.
on new
Very
music.
exciting.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay, I want to get to some audience questions. We have a ton, so I want to make sure that everybody has a moment.
Oh,
From Teddy
hey.
Bonkers, they said, open mics are so intimate. Is there something more nerve-wracking about smaller shows?
Yes, there actually is because you can see people and you could see how they're reacting and stuff. I do think that there is something more intimate with that. 100%.
Very nice.
More nerve-wracking, sorry.
Julie said, it's hard to connect with others as a genuine person in a culture where people try to be so nonchalant. Oh, we were just talking about that. How did you get to
Yeah.
where you were confident owning, feeling all of your feelings?
Honestly, I don't even know. I think it's just time and like and just I feel like a lot of the times you have to just tell yourself something and then it happens. Like, and I don't even know if that's manifesting or just like a different mindset, but it's like, I'm not gonna be nervous about this anymore. I'm gonna just do it. And I feel like if you tell yourself that enough times, all of a sudden now you're doing it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's
You
just kind
do
of a mindset thing, I think.
faking it until you make it is really
Oh, I'm
so
such a big proponent of that.
incredibly real. Um, M asked, as you're growing as an artist, what's a dream you have to do on tour with effects, show art, stage, etc.?
Well, I mean, I've always wanted confetti and effects and stuff, which I finally had for the first time in my London headline show because it
Nice.
was like a 1200 cap, and it was so cool. So my dream is to have that at every show, you know, like confetti and lights and all of that stuff. It's touring is just so expensive, and also I've been historically in smaller venues, or I've been only an opener, which you're not allowed to do
Yeah.
any of those effects when you're just the opener. But
You mean they
yeah,
don't
my
want you
dream
doing
is to
pyro
like
while you're opening?
yeah, my dream is to have so that's my real dream is to have pyro during Hot Girls in Hell and have actual fire
That'd be
coming out.
sweet.
Oh, that would be so perfect, honestly.
Pyro is fun. It's probably really fun to be the guy that's doing that.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh my, and fireworks.
Yeah,
That'd be
absolutely.
sick.
Um, Angie asked, if you could go back in time in your career, is there a certain moment you would love to relive?
Ooh, I think I
And
would
why is
love
it
to
your Atlanta
relive.
show? No, I'm kidding.
um, a certain moment I'd love to relive. I feel like the first time I feel like my first day on the Newfound Glory tour, I would love to relive that moment because I just had no idea what the hell I was doing. I had no idea what to expect. I'd never been on tour, and all of a sudden I was thrown into this like big long tour with big crowds, and um, it was just like the most fun, exciting, nerve-wracking time of my life, and every day was a new adventure, and I would love to relive that.
Yeah. It's like one of those things where it's like so stressful in the moment that you never want to do it again. And then you look back on it and you're like, actually, that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, no, it was so cool. I just remember every day was so exciting and like it was kind of like low key COVID-y again. And in Toronto and Canada, everything was like fully shut down. But then we were like the only Canadians we knew in the States. And like we were like, oh my God, we're in America and like people aren't wearing masks here. Like, oh my God, this is so crazy.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is just wild to think about that time. Faith asked, who is your dream artist that you'd want to tour with?
Green Day. Or like Avril Lavigne or Hilary Duff,
Would
I
you say,
think.
because when I was doing my research, I saw Green Day come up a lot. Would you say that they're your favorite band ever?
My favorite band ever, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, my favorite band. But the thing about tour, like in a perfect world, I'd love to tour with Green Day, but then sometimes I'm like, I wonder if I'm like too like not like punk enough for that. Like, so that's why I also say like Avril Lavigne I think would be perfect, or Hilary Duff,
Yeah.
oh my God, or Michelle Branch. Actually, just she posted
Love her.
a tour reveal, and one of my fans, I think she's in here, Julie, showed me that that my comment was like the like please be a tour was on Michelle Branch's tour announcement, and
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
okay, that means she needs to take me as her opener, and I wouldn't be able to do the full tour because my tour overlaps, but I could do some dates. So I'm like,
She is so
I slid
awesome.
into her DMs. I'm like, hey Michelle, like you need an opener.
I
I've been
hope that works
doing
out.
a cover of Everywhere at Warped Tour, and I'm like,
Speaking of Billy Joe, your song Faceplant is about literally face planting and having to get 4 stitches put in your chin, which by the way, I have the same scar right here. I actually fell and got 4 stitches in my chin right there.
oh what you know, they told me that it's the most common scar that
You're
any human
joking,
has
really?
because yeah, that because a lot of people when they fall like that.
Yeah,
And so it's the most common scar in the world that like that a human will have is right here.
that's crazy. Yeah, it's literally right here. It sucked to get done. But you hinted at a story when I was reading up. You hinted that
I was like,
that's
how do you know about this?
I know I do the research personally. I do all of this. That you met Billy Joe and the scab from that fell on him. Is that true? We can cut this from the recording too if you don't want this going out
No,
there. But I
no,
wanted
we
to
can
talk to you
record
about this.
this. We can record this. I want him to know. No.
Wait, he didn't even know that this happened.
Okay, I'll tell you the story. So, first of all, I met him a year prior.
Okay.
I ended up actually the same night I met Michelle Branch. It was the best night of my life.
Yeah.
Um, ended up like talking to him for a while and literally just like the best, the fucking best. And then a year later was Rob Cavallo, the producer of
Hmm.
like American Idiot, all that Green Day stuff. I had kept in touch with him because like we had such a fun night, all of us together, and it was his birthday, and he invited me to his birthday party, and I knew obviously Green Day is going to be there,
Yeah.
and there's not many events that I go out to that I'm like, I'm for sure going to see Green Day tonight, you know? So I
Yeah.
was looking forward to this event for so long. Backtrack, I just fell and broke my face and cut my face open.
How
And
recent
I'm in
was it?
Toronto at the time. So I think I fell on like, it was 10 days before the party, or maybe
Okay.
2 weeks before the
Yeah.
party. Anyways, I fell, I remember my mom came in my room when I was like all stitched up and my jaw was broken and I had stitches and
Oof.
band-aids, and she was like, you know, you're not going back to LA, right? Like you're healing here in Toronto. And I said, I'm sorry, are you aware that Green Day is going to be at this party? Like, when else do I have a
Yeah.
guaranteed chance of talking to Green Day?
Yeah.
So I was like, I have to go. And she's like, you look terrible. Do you really want to see them? I was like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm talking to them. Anyways,
This is why you listen to
go
your
on the
mom.
flight. Yeah, I have this huge scab here. Like it's like this huge black scab. So I'm going to the event. I got my makeup done. She went around the scab.
Oh, no.
Okay, I get to the event. I see Billy. I'm like, is he gonna even remember me? He pulls me and he goes, Lolo. He pulls me in
Yeah.
to give me a hug, and my chin, which is so painful, by the way, knocks into his shoulder.
No.
And I'm like in so much pain. I'm like, but I'm hugging him. And he's like, how are you? And I'm like, I'm great. Well, actually, because I want him to know, you know, to excuse my look. I was like, actually, like, I fell and broke my face, like, and my jaw. So it's been like a crazy time. And he's like, really? I can't even tell. And then I realize on his shoulder is my scab. Okay? This huge fucking black scab. And I'm just staring at his shoulder and I'm like, yeah. And we're talking, we're catching up. And the
Yeah.
whole time I'm just like,
How do I get
So
this
now-
off his shoulder without him knowing?
yeah. So then I'm like, oh, like, so good to see you, Billy. And lock it up before I say bye to him. And I was like, this would happen to me. Like my scab would fall off on Billy Joe Armstrong.
And he doesn't know, and he'll never know. He'll never see this.
He doesn't know, and he'll never know. He doesn't. I've read about him that he doesn't look at interviews of himself. So why is he looking at a LØLØ interview? That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, right?
No, we're not popular enough. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
insane, and I'm sorry to make you relive that. Is that one of those things where you're
No,
like
it's okay.
in bed at 2 a.m. and you're like, oh fuck?
Yeah. But honestly, I was just like so stoked that he remembered me and
Yeah,
that he know my idol knows who I am. So I think that's
yeah.
pretty cool.
I've heard they're also like the sweetest people ever. Like the whole band is
Oh
so
my God.
nice.
Literally, yeah, I met him and Mike. I had never met Trey, but they always say like don't meet your idols, don't meet your heroes. And I'm like, well, my heroes slash idols are the
Yeah,
coolest people ever. Like
yeah,
literally could not have had a better experience. He was so nice. We talked about Green Day, like he was like telling me all this shit. It was just so sick.
yeah. That's so nice. And
Such great
a very
people,
fun
such kind
story.
people.
Thank you for sharing that with
Yeah, and a
us.
very fun, yeah, no problem.
Okay, this is the last one we have time for. Amanda asked, "What kind of little fun surprises, if any, can we expect for this DC show?" Which they also
Ooh,
said, AKA your biggest North American headliner.
yes, I'm excited. Expect good surprises. I just let's just say because it's a bigger venue, I can do more production. So
Very fun. We were just talking about that.
yeah, we were. Yeah,
Well, Lolo, thank you so much for this time. You've been such a lovely guest. Thank you for being vulnerable
of
with your
course. Thank
story
you.
about Billy Joe and everything. I really appreciate that. We're so
If
excited to
he
have you.
finds out, I'll kill you all.
No, no,
Just
yeah, don't
kidding.
worry, don't worry.
Just
He'll
kidding.
never
Just
find
kidding.
out. We'll see you in October. October 22nd, you're going to be at the 930 Club. After already selling out the Atlantis, very excited to have you back, and we're very stoked for that show. Everybody, please make sure to buy your tickets. Also, please make sure to listen to God Forbid, A Girl Spits Out Her Feelings. Her new album that just came out in April.
Love it.
Lolo, the floor is yours. Do you have anybody you want to shout out? Anything you want to talk about? Any last remarks before we head out?
Just thank you guys all for joining, and I hope to see everybody in here on tour.
We will see you there. Thank you very much, Lolo. We'll see you later.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Love you all.